Yeah, day one journey, episode 1420. Do you want to control the action or the emotion? Well, I think it's a very good question. And part of a debate, sort of a debate that I had with my friend. And my friend also asked, well, what is more important? And for example, with your children, what is more important, to help them manage their emotions or manage their actions? Well, for me, it actually depends how you articulate this question. So, do you want to control the action or the emotion? Well, I want both. I don't for sure. I don't want to be a slave to my emotions. Now, so the answer is both. Yeah, I want to master myself. Yes. So I want to be able to change my state in an instant, which means sort of controlling your emotions, controlling your state. If I'm in a specific state and I want to change my state, I want to be able to do that, given that you define state as your emotion, which is maybe not 100% sure, but sometimes I do want to experience the emotion. So it doesn't mean I don't want to control it. By the way, yeah, some people say, no, you don't control it. Yeah, I want to control. I won't be able to. I want to have the button that I can push. Yeah, and I can actually practice this with self-hypnosis, with NLP techniques, etc. This is something that can actually be done, controlling our emotions. But what actions have to do with it? Well, so my answer, both. Now, when I think about children, how would I help them manage their emotions and their actions? Both. What is more important? Well, both are important. This is not about what's more important. It's about what is the most effective way to approach self-mastery, let's say with children. What is the best approach? First step is self-awareness, to understand what's happening. And I think this is something that we all struggle. Kids, adults, we all struggle with self-awareness. Sometimes it's hard to look at ourselves the way we actually are. So self-awareness is a struggle in itself. Now I would start with actions. I will focus most of my time and energy on actions. But when I say I will focus on action, it doesn't mean I ignore the emotions. The emotions are there. The thing with emotions, they are not well defined. To some extent, they are a little bit of a fluff, you know? Like, I felt angry. When did it start? Well, I felt this thing, and is it angry, or is this what label we put on it? Yeah, angry. Some people would say, well, I felt uncomfortable. Some people can, I don't know, I was excited. I was scared. It might be actually very similar in the body. Yeah, so, well, managing our emotions is very important. Yeah. We all experience a range of emotions all the time. Sometimes it makes it very hard to not let our emotions get in the way of doing the things that we really want to do, or they are really important to us, because we are in a specific state. So we want to be able to change the state. So being able to change the state is controlling your emotions. So would I help with this? Yes, so I do want to help my kids manage their emotions, but they're going to do it with some action. You know, they need to practice something. Yeah. Yes, awareness, sitting and talking about it is good. It's always about emotions, but with self-awareness, helping with self-awareness, and this is a big point, a big portion of the conversation I had with my friend. Self-awareness, I would focus on self-awareness on actions. Why? You might be surprised with the answer. Because it's easier. It's easier. Because action. You yelled. You know that you yelled. You can catch it on video. You know, you cannot shy away from it. You cannot ignore it. You know, you can't go around it. You know, action is very easy to see the action. This is one. Second, it's something that you can actually do. You know, what is an action? Okay. Speak in a specific way. Yeah. Don't use, let's say, a specific word. So let's say there's siblings and they fight and they say, I hate you. Okay. So as a parent, you know that they don't really mean it. You know what's really going on. They just did something that they don't like and, you know, I hate you, I hate you. It's not real. So I would focus on that, for example. It's this very specific action. You can't go around it. And it's also sort of easy to do it or not to do it because it's so crystallized. It's clear. It's clear what it is. Yeah, you don't say this word full stop. You can't go to a person or a child and say, don't be angry. But you can tell them, don't say this word. Now, this word is associated with an emotion. So it's not that I'm saying managing emotions is less important. It is important. But it's hard to, it's not necessarily super effective to address it directly. I would go through with the actions to do, the actions not to do. It's easier to understand and becoming aware of your actions. It's just there. These are facts. Nobody can argue with what you did. Nobody can argue with what you did, but you can always argue with what you feel. You know, someone else will tell you, you felt angry. No, I'm not angry. I think the thing that can get me angry is people saying you are angry, but I'm not really angry. If you get what I mean. You can't tell people what they feel. And they can always negate it. They can always say, no, I didn't feel like this. No, it wasn't. No. But when they do something, yeah, you can point it out. And sometimes, if these are your children, you can help them with self-awareness. So I would highlight actions. If there's 15 types of specific actions that I don't want them to do, I will highlight all 15. Yeah. Why? Because I choose the actions that trigger all the cycles that I don't want to happen. Some of these cycles include different kinds of emotions. Yeah. So do I directly try to help my children manage their emotions? Of course. Do I want to control my actions or my emotions? I wish to control my actions. This is because emotions will be there. The question is what we do with them. Yeah, so it's sort of managing them and controlling them is not necessarily the same. I think we can experience emotions, but use our free will to act the way that we really want, in spite of our emotions. Yeah. So I just listed a few things, a few reasons why I would address directly the actions. I think in most cases, yeah, I will find it more helpful for raising awareness. It's very clear and easy to point out. And but in mind, I will always understand and try to figure out what are the emotions around it, and taking them into account as well. Either way, this is what I want to share today. Have an amazing day. Day one. See you tomorrow.